when I sit here with Jochen, I always have to chuckle a bit. Maybe for various reasons, but one main one is I can see how short moments of awareness works because we're married, so and to see how amazing it is to be married and to rest as awareness. All the things I had before I was introduced to awareness was all kinds of expectations and all kinds of thoughts and emotions and experiences about myself and about the other person. And trying to rearrange this whole file system, so to speak, the whole household, the whole stuff in the house, to rearrange that it's good, that it feels good. It was really hard work. I did it for myself, and I really tried to imply and do it for him, for the other person. So that you can see, I mean, that's what we do in our lives. We try to really rearrange our stuff. And then in addition to that, when you're married or you have a partner or you have a family, whatever your near and dear ones, you do it for them as well. So you have all these hard work to rearrange the lives of yourself and other people. And the goal is, of course, I mean, we deeply understand what the goal is. The goal is really to feel satisfied, to feel happy in life. And that's all what we want, really. When we see, once I saw that, I saw, of course, we all want to feel okay and want to feel happy in ourselves. And then we trained ourselves to find well-being in keeping everything in place, keeping a personal identity in place, keeping the other in place, thoughts and emotions. And it's kind of, you can really kind of see how that is. It's like balancing on a rope and then maybe having lots of juggling balls. But some people can do that really effortless, I think. But I imagine myself doing it, so like that it is. And so this, where I'm pointing to is more the hard work of trying to rearrange all our thoughts, emotions, and experience to feel better. And in a completely short moment of relaxing the mind completely, what we see that there's something about us that doesn't need any change, that doesn't need anything to be altered. And being introduced to that stability, to that complete openness, to Skylike nature of our being, was a complete relief right there. To see that all these thoughts and emotions, they are countless and ceaseless right there, that we can allow everything to go crazy, to just allow everything to be as it is. And in that there's a complete relief. In that there's a soothing mood that is completely unaffected of what is appearing. So this introduction to awareness, and that's occurring in every moment. In every moment when we just hear about that there's something about us that is completely wide open and sky-like, it's an introduction to our nature. As it's already present, we don't need anything more. It's obvious. Everybody knows that there's more. That's why we're searching. We know. So it's so innate and immediate. It's the birthright of every human being. And that's what we hear when we hear these talks and these words. We know that that's the case. So, and when we talk about short moments of awareness, what that means is that we are touching into our true nature again and again in a completely gentle way. We are not piling up awareness. We are completely just acknowledging what already is present. And in that, that's the ultimate spring clean, so to speak, for the house. Because we don't have to rearrange all the stuff in the house. In recognizing our true nature and recognizing that is ultimately clean and pure, wide open, nothing needs to be done about whatever the house, the files, the stuff in the house. They're all that wide open space in which nothing needs to be done about it. It's a complete relief and relaxation right there, that all the cleaning is over, all the purification, improving, searching is over in the moment we recognize that everything, the pure perfection of our true nature, the stability and complete wide openness in allowing the flow of all these points of view to be as it is. And points of view is just another word for everything that appears in our minds. And to see that point of view and awareness, they're inseparable, they're not two. They're like the color blue in the sky. You can't separate out color blue and sky. So like that, awareness is not somewhere else than in point of view. It arises as all points of view. And short moments of awareness, when we hear that, it allows us to acknowledge in split seconds again and again that everything is just okay as it is. That we allow the flow of points of view to flow on by without altering and changing. And what you discover is a complete openness to everything, just simply as it is. It's a complete relaxation. The hard work is over. As we can settle in and gain confidence in that complete stability, complete mental and emotional stability, like a mountain where everything is just perfect as it is. And I could see that, the science of how it works is, for example, just in my daily life and being in relationship with partner, with anyone else, there's just that ease that pervades it, where I can just let everything be as it is. And from that space, effortlessness is there. And also fearlessness, because I don't fear my thoughts and emotion any longer. I don't fear other people's thought and emotion. In that way there's a complete wide open relaxation of everything just being perfect as it is, and that I'm not afraid anymore of my feelings and thoughts. They're like a line drawn in space. They don't leave any effect. There's nothing there, and the whole thoughts and emotions are like lots of designs drawn in space. Being someone is a design drawn in space, and being no one is a design drawn in space, and my history, design drawn in space, myself, the other, anger, and I'm hungry and sleepy, and all these design drawn in space. We see nothing affects space, nothing affects Skylike awareness. It's all wide open. And that's short moments of awareness allows us to gain confidence in that, in a very natural way, as it's all already present. We are just acknowledging and getting to know ourselves as that. Simply by training ourselves to emphasize points of view, they seem to be something that has an effect on us. Now when we emphasize and train ourselves to rely on awareness, you very quickly see that all these emotions and thoughts, they leave no trace. The power they seem to have, just loosens. And that's gaining confidence and awareness. This is very natural, as it's so natural to us. Gaining confidence is very natural.